Hey, this is Keith at Half Tracks and Honeybees. Hope y'all are doing well today. We're up here at the nursery, and what we're going to do today is something unusual. Imagine that, me doing something crazy. But in my last video, we had a weak hive that we put a nuke in. We nuked it. What did I say that was? A nukeotomy. Well, this week, going through the hives, I've still got two that aren't behaving right. I checked them out, and it looks like they're both queenless for some reason. They were late season swarms. Never were real big, but they did okay. But for whatever reason, they've gone queenless. So what we're going to do today, we're going to take those two queenless hives and combine them, and then we're going to drop a nuke in. So we're actually going to combine 3 hives and see what happens. What do y'all think? Good idea? Bad idea? I think it'll work. We're not going to use newspaper. We're not going to use anything. We're just going to throw them together and see what happens. Now, I am going to go through and pick out the honey frames, the old pollen frames, any of the empty frames, and kind of separate it, and so we can build up a nice new house for the 3 colonies. But we won't know what happens till we do it. So here we go. And you can see from these hives, we got busy, 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 nothing. And if we go over here on the other side, those two up there are busy. And then we got busy, 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 and not as busy. So this one's not as wimpy as the one on the other end, but they're both not what they should be. So we're gonna fix it. Hopefully. Okay, so this is the hive that I showed you just a minute ago off the other end of this row, and we're going to be combining it with this hive, and then we're going to drop this nuke in there. So this should be fun. What do y'all think? Now, when I move this little hive up here, that's a heavy little hive. Like I've said before, even without a queen, bees are really good to bring honey in because they're not having to worry about brood. So these ladies have put some honey away, but it'll probably be more than we'll need in this hive. So what I have left over, I'll probably just put in my other nukes, so it'll fatten them up for going into fall. So we'll see how that works. Let's smoke everybody a little bit. Everybody calm down before we start this delicate operation. We'll add the nuke last. You're going to see there's quite a few bees in both of these hives, but they're queenless. So we got to fix that. A lot of folks will tell you to take your losses this time of year going into fall. Don't wait till spring. So combining these 3, that'll take me from 30 down to 28, which that's getting down to the numbers that I want. So that's another positive about this little exercise. Okay, I'm out of 10 frame boxes, so any of the honey frames I'm going to stick and these little spare nukes for storage. It helps if you put it right side up. Well, this is going to be a really short video because I just found brood in this hive. Oopsie daisy. Well, that's good. That's a good thing. So let's change gears. Now I went through that hive yesterday and I did not see any larvae. And suddenly today, there's larvae. So obviously, I was tired. Let's see, what other excuses? I was tired, I was hungry, double vision, all of the above. Okay. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to tote this hive back down there and we'll just combine it with the NUC. And I've already done that, so that's not much of a video, but we'll try it again anyway. Maybe we'll learn something new. Okay, well, when you're a beekeeper, always have more than one plan. This was a good example of that. So, now I've brought this little hive down here that I'm pretty sure is queenless. I'm not going to say for sure anymore because obviously I screwed up on that one up there. So, we'll check this one again. But I brought the little NUC down here and we'll combine this NUC with this maybe queenless hive. And that'll be the video for today. Oops. Okay. Now we do have bees in this box. And like I said, it's very heavy. So we've got honey in this box. And they have propolized it nicely. Even the screen cover. So we brought our 5-frame boxes down here so we can pull out some honey frames. So just drawing out that one. Stick it over there. Nothing there. Then we start getting into some honey. Down, ladies. good honey frames. And no, that's not a queen cell, that's just a wonky comb. Box. Don't think there'll be as much honey down here. It's just an old pollen frame. Smoke in the air. A little honey. Got a few bees in the air. The bees just don't like it when you go in their bottom box. I guess that's a lesson we should learn. So let's start pulling some out of this NUC here. Start filling up the middle of this bottom. And I'm sure part of the reason these bees are agitated is because they don't have a queen. Brood on that frame. This is empty. Along with that one. And that one. This middle box I haven't had on here very long, so it's going to be, they're drawing out some comb. The next one looks like a good brood frame. Nice little brood frame. A lot of larvae in this one. Another brood frame. Okay. Let's put one of these nice honey frames here beside this brood. Okay. Give them a little smoke. Put our other box up here. Gather. Anyway, excuse me. Pardon me. Give them a little pollen frame here. More things. Excuse me, ladies. Okay, I did draw this frame out nicely, but there's nothing in it. Don't see anything in that one. Okay, got some green larvae here. Larvae here. This is just an empty frame. Okay, we'll knock these bees down into the corner and dump them in there. I'm going to put a few of these honey frames back in here. It's a nice pollen frame. We might not have as much to go in the other nukes as I thought we would, since we didn't combine the three of them. Okay. So now, this hive's been nuked. Not exactly what I had in mind, but it'll work. Now let's do a little cleanup. Don't see no fighting. Y'all getting along? Okay. Easy as that. Up here walking the dogs. It's about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours after I combined the hives. A lot more activity here on the landing board. No fighting, no rolling around, everybody getting along just fine. So we shall see. Ain't that right, Samson? Hey, Blue. Well, that didn't turn out quite like I thought it was going to, but we'll take it. Like I said earlier, a beekeeper always needs to have plan A, B, C, D, however many plans you need, because sometimes things ain't like you think they're going to be once you get in the hive. So anyway, we combined those two. I think they're doing just fine. No fighting. And we'll check on them again in a week or so, see what's going on. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, click the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my crazy, you never know what's going to happen videos. And please, make sure you always take time to enjoy the buzz. Y'all take care.